Good evening, students. Today, new chapter, investment account. I hope you have completed DRR account, DRR investment account, redemption of debentures, how to create DRR, when to transfer DRR, DRR investment, how to create. So all these entries and balance sheet pro formas. So today we are going to start with a fresh chapter, which is investment account. But before that, you are aware that first we are going to speak all rules of accounts. Okay, so let's concentrate traditional rules and modern approach. So traditional approach, personal account, debit the debtor, credit the creditor, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debtor becomes giver, creditor becomes receiver. Then debit what comes in, credit what goes out is a real account, and debit all expenses and nominal losses, nominal account, and income and gains. As you are aware, personal and real account are carried to balance sheet and nominal accounts are transferred to P&L. Modern approach, asset liability, asset debit balance, liability credit balance, expenses debit balance, income credit balance, and capital credit balance. Remember, assets and liabilities are carried to balance sheet. Capital is also carried to balance sheet, and expenses and income are carried to P&L, are transferred to P&L. Not carried, it is transferred to P&L. So friends, today we are going to see first some basic accounts, pro formas, expenses. So expenses means debit plus, credit minus. Debit plus, whenever expenses, as you are aware, it is to cash. To cash, then it is to payable. Because we are follower of the accrual concept of accounting, so we consider to cash and to payable. Yesterday you have seen interest account. In interest account, we have calculated to payable and to cash. Friends, opening payable we are going to cancel over here. Today I am going to tell you about prepaid expenses on the debit side and last line credit side by prepaid expenses. This will help you out for calculation of balancing figure, which is called as by P&L. Tomorrow you learn, day after tomorrow on Monday. I think on Monday or Tuesday, I'm not aware about my next session, but in next session, we are going to see some pro formas regarding expenses and income. Okay, because we are going to start with single entry chapter, and in which these basic pro formas are very, very important. Friends, yesterday I have covered your revision of bonus shares, redemption of debentures, and issue of redemption of preference shares. Just telling you some entries regarding bonus shares. So bonus entries are very simple entries that if shares are fully paid, then CRR account debit, then security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholders, and bonus to equity shareholders account debit to equity share capital. In case of partly paid shares, it is general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholders, and final call account debit to equity share capital, and last entry will be bonus to equity shareholder account debit to final call. After that, you have to update your balance sheet. So updation of balance sheet, your liability, your balance sheet pro forma, you must be aware about your balance sheet pro forma. So it is equity and liability shareholder fund, share capital, reserves and surplus, non-current liability, long-term borrowing, deferred tax liability, other long-term liability, long-term provisions, current liability, short-term borrowing, trade payable, other current liability, short-term provisions, assets, non-current assets, property, plant, equipment, intangible assets, tangible, capital, WIP, intangible assets under development, non-current investment, deferred tax asset, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets. After that, current assets, you have CIT, CSO, current investment, inventory, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, and then you have other current assets, which mein mere hisab se cash and cash equivalent rahi gaya. So, friends, balance sheet pro forma is very important in case of bonus problems or even in case of redemption of debentures or redemption of preference shares. Redemption of preference shares is nothing but you have to remember all entries regarding preference share capital account debit, premium on redemption account debit to preference shareholders account debit to bank, and premium will be cancelled with profit and loss account to premium on redemption. If you catch my speed, it means your basics are very, very clear. Friends, you have two options to maintain your capital structure. First option is that you have to maintain it by creating CRR. So CRR is P&L account debit to CRR. And second option is that you will issue some equity shares, that is bank account debit to equity share capital to security premium. In case of redemption of debentures, it is a difference between CRR and DRR is that CRR is created at the end, that is at the end of redemption, but DRR is created at the time of at the end of every year. So DRR account will be P&L account debit to DRR. Friends, redemption of debentures. first entry will be debentures account debit, premium on redemption account debit to debenture holders account debit to bank, and P&L account debit to premium on redemption. It is the same entry, but remember DRR has to be created. P&L account debit to DRR, that is a 10% of debentures value, and here DRR investment is also created every year, that is DRR investment account debit to bank. DRR is created for unlisted companies and DRR investment is created for every company other than banking finance company. I hope now you are clear with these entries, and friends, ledger accounts are very, very important. Please make sure that every time while revising all this concept, you will daily you can revise all these entries, and whenever you want to study or want revision daily, basically 10 to 15 minutes, you revise all these ledger accounts pro formas. Okay, so now we are going to start with very important chapter, that is investment account. It is similar to your debentures chapter. Only the difference between debentures and this chapter is that debentures is a liability and investment account is an asset. We have exactly 3 days to understand these concepts. So beta, you can tell me, should I tell you theory first or in practical problem? Now in this batch, I want one more updation, that while teaching problems, should I take theory or directly I will take theory and then take problems? You can always give better suggestions. So yes, I will take maximum students' opinion. First I will start with theory part, and second one in problem I will make it very interesting, and then I will come to theory part. Okay, so while solving problem I will tell you theory regarding that part. So this is your suggestion to me, sir, directly in problems or in problem parts or theory separately. Good evening to Aditya ji, Ritu, Almas, Janisha, Ranju, Rajan, Harsh, Mahadev, Bharadwaj, Yogita, Amritpal Kaur, Menon, Rafiq Bhai, Revati ji, Surya ji, Chaitali, Pooja. Yes, now I am aware about all these names, my dear students. Ankit Gupta, yes. नेहा नाइक, नया नेम कौन है? सही कुलकर्णी को भी मैं पहचान लेता हूँ अभी. तेजा, यस. रेगुलर स्टूडेंट्स योगिता, तनीषा अग्रवाल, सबको मैं पहचानता हूँ. रफीक भाई कितनी बार गुड इवनिंग बोलोगे? विद्या जी का नाम शायद से पहली बार सुना. चंदवानी जी को मैं पहचान लिया. सौम्या गुप्ता जी, शिवम धुरिया, दवे, यस. यज्ञेश जी, इसको भी मैं जानता हूँ अभी. वैशाली अग्रवाल, अरे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के नेम्स मुझे अभी याद हो गए. हिमश्री मेरे साथ से मैं पहली बार ही देख रहा हूँ. सिद्धार्थ गर्ग पता है मुझे. चैताली शायद से फर्स्ट टाइम है. सर, योर वॉइस हैज गॉन. अंकुर, राजीव, वंशिता अरोरा, तानिया, आकंशील, सईपा, अरे मैं सबको पहचानता हूं अभी. आई नो ईच एंड एवरी नेम नाउ. ऑलमोस्ट आई नो ऑल स्टूडेंट्स नेम्स हु आर रेगुलरली इंटरेक्टिंग विथ मी. परमप्रीत कौर शायद से पहली बार सुना है. यस अंकुर, यू आर करेक्ट. ठीक है. मनीषा बोल रहे थोड़ा लेट हो गया. मनीषा मैंने पहली बार ही सुना नाम. रेगुलर आंसर नहीं देती मनीषा. यस. टुडे, यस, फ्राइडे. टुमारो यू हैव हॉलीडे. अच्छा, ऑलमोस्ट सब बोल रहे थ्योरी. मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स के बोल रहे थ्योरी फर्स्ट. ओके, चलो थ्योरी. बेटा, tomorrow you have holiday, but make sure. So Pratham and this group of Pune branch, they are going for a picnic, but I will suggest you to do study because you have maximum syllabus and minimum time. But ठीक है, एक आध RRR देख लेना. चलो उतना मैं आपको बोलता हूँ. Yes, you can watch RRR, but only because now still you have 7 to 8 months. That's why. But my suggestion, after watching RRR, again study. Okay. So everyone, yes, good evening. Beta ji, good evening to all of you. रितिका ने गुड इवनिंग बोला. चलो नए नए नाम्स आने लगे हैं. बहुत सारे न्यू नेम्स है. मैं इसलिए नाम लेता रहता हूं ताकि एक अपनापन बना रहे, लास्ट डे तक आपको बाकी क्लासेस की जरूरत ना लगे, इसलिए मैं सिर्फ बता रहता हूँ कि मुझे भी अच्छा लगता है कि स्टूडेंट्स आर एंजॉइंग माय क्लासेस, सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। चलो, आज न्यू चैप्टर, सो न्यू स्टूडेंट्स, मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स आर अटेंडिंग इट इन लाइव सेशन, वेरी गुड, प्राउड ऑफ यू माय गाइस। चलो, इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट। So theory first, many students are demanding, sir, first take a theory. Yes, okay, no problem. So today we are going to start with theory first and debentures. So हमने already किया था. Okay. So I'm not going to take your bookish theory. I will directly tell you directly problem related part. Okay, beta? So investment account. Friends, investment account basically divided in two scripts. Scripts means where you are investing. Now everyone is saying कि सर script मतलब क्या? Script मतलब मैंने Reliance का script लिया. Script नहीं होता है, वो script होता है. Script वो movie में रहते हैं, वो अलग. Scripts means where you have invested. So I have Reliance script. So I have invested in the Reliance shares. So script means shares. I have government scripts. Government scripts means I have invested in bonds. Okay. So there are two types of scripts. One is variable and second one is fixed. So beta, variable and yes, Manshika Devi ji, sir, I feel sad when you are not watching my name. Okay, no beta, yes, don't feel any bad things. चलो, एक काम कीजिए, पहले तो मुझे इंडेक्स के लिए सर कितने पेजेस हम लोग छोड़े. सो फॉर इंडेक्स यू हैव टू लीव. चलो 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 चलो, इंडेक्स इंडेक्स इंडेक्स. हाँ, index 2 to 3 pages. 3 pages are sufficient. 3 pages. Okay. Index 3 pages. After index, you can write. Okay. Write down concept 1. Concept 1. Investment. Investment. In scripts, you can divide in two parts. Investment in scripts. Variable script and fixed script. Variable bearing script बोलते हैं, variable bearing script, but I will call it as, yes, in simple language, bearing नहीं लिखेंगे, only variable script and fixed script. Now what is variable script beta? Variable script means you are getting dividend. Variable means because dividend is never fixed. It depends on company's profit. Okay. Yes. Variable means Dividend, write down dividend income, because it is never fixed beta. Dividend कभी fix नहीं होता है, but fixed script means it is interest. Interest is always fixed. Variable script, sir. Variable script, tell me. Sir, dividend income is always variable, and fixed means interest income is always fixed income. Sir, when you invest in shares, you are getting dividend income, and when you invest in debentures, you are getting fixed script. Okay, so fixed script and dividend income, understand. Now how to account for, so one by one. Concept 2, we will first take investment in debentures. First we will consider investment in debentures. Investment in debentures, chalo write down investment in debentures, everyone. Investment in debentures. Now, how to understand? So write down one ledger account, debit plus, credit minus. Investment. Remember, investment is an asset. An asset always has debit balance. ठीक है? Asset always has debit balance. Remember, here we are going to open again similar to yesterday's problem, particulars, face value, interest and cost. And here also particulars, face value. Today I am going to tell you first pro forma, interest and cost. Think properly. If I have investment, so remember, investment is always made at cost, and cost is nothing but, in our example, it is excluding interest. Sir, what is the difference between yesterday's problem and today's problem? In yesterday's problem, we have seen it from the angle of company when it takes own debentures back. Today we have to think from the angle of इन्वेस्टर. कल हमने जो किया था वो पूरा हमने डिबेंचर्स के एंगल से किया था, कंपनी के एंगल से, लाइबिलिटी था. आज हम लोग एक इन्वेस्टमेंट एसेट करके सुनेंगे. यू गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट? सो इन्वेस्टमेंट इन डिबेंचर्स एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट इन ओन डिबेंचर्स आर सिमिलर. Only the difference here, we are not bothering about remaining debentures. Here we are not going to pay any interest. Here we are going to receive interest, and we will pay interest to last holder. So this is the basic difference. So beta, debit plus, credit minus. Okay, आगे. To balance brought down. Assume I have investment in debenture having one face value of rupees, one debenture having face value of rupees 98. Why face value is important? Yes, tell me it in the comment section why we are writing face value. We can write only cost. Cost will be carried to balance sheet asset side. But why face value, beta? Why face value? Yes, बेटा, फेस वैल्यू क्यों जरूरी है? फटाफट बोलिए. फेस वैल्यू इज फॉर, यस, हु आंसर्ड इट वेरी फास्ट? जतिन जी. यस, इन्वेस्टर के एंगल से तनिष्का ये आपने देखना है. वेरी गुड बेटा. फेस वैल्यू इज फॉर इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन. फॉर इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन. And one more question to all of you. Yes, face value for interest calculation. This is, you are going to carry it in the balance sheet. Interest. No, beta. It is for interest calculation, not on profit on cancellation. No, beta. Here there is no profit on cancellation. Profit on cancellation is only in case of debentures from company's angle. Here there is no profit on cancellation. Here profit is when there is a profit, if there is a sales. When you are going to calculate profit, it is here you are not going to cancel. Think, डिबेंचर्स जो कंपनी है वो कैंसल करती है. हम लोग कंपनी के एंगल से देख रहे हैं या इन्वेस्टर के एंगल से? सो सम स्टूडेंट्स आंसर सर प्रॉफिट ऑन कैंसलेशन. नो बेटा, नो. हियर देयर इज नो कैंसलेशन एंट्री. हियर सेलिंग का एंट्री होगा. टू बैंक. हियर फेस वैल्यू इज टू बैंक. ओके, सो फेस वैल्यू टू बैंक ये एंट्री आएगा. But wait. Before that, yes, there will be one more entry. Yes, tell me. Opening date, there is an entry for interest receivable. We will write it only in interest receivable column. Yes, why? When you will write this interest receivable? Yes, tell me fast. When you will write this interest receivable? Just want to check your knowledge. When you will write opening interest receivable, yesterday only I explained you this concept. Interest only in company account it is payable, but investor account it is interest receivable. When you are going to write interest receivable, वेरी गुड बेटा, वेरी गुड. आज हमारे साथ प्रथम जी जुड़ गए हैं और प्रथम जी ने यह आंसर करेक्ट दिया है. व्हेन और विदाउट हैविंग यस्टरडेज नॉलेज. प्रथम ने कल का चैप्टर अटेंड नहीं किया था, फिर भी आज एकदम बहुत सटीक आंसर दिया है. व्हेन बैलेंस शीट डेट and interest date, interest payment date by company, because who is going to pay interest by company, are same or different beta? Are same or different? Are different. For example, if company's balance sheet date is 31st of March, sorry, our balance sheet date is 31st of March, and company has paid last interest to us on 31st December. So we are going to receive this interest of 3 months. This is as per accrual concept, because our balance sheet date is 31st March and company's interest payment date is 31st December. So we are going to receive 3 months interest accrued concept. Yes, who answered it? Let's check the answer. Who answered? Oh, Mukta Vyas. when the interest date and calendar date, बेटा calendar date से अच्छा balance sheet date बोलने का. When balance sheet date and interest date, युक्ति जैन बहुत बढ़िया बेटा, बहुत बढ़िया. इंटरेस्ट, यस, नेहा ने भी बराबर बताया. यस, बैलेंस शीट डेट एंड इंटरेस्ट डेट्स आर डिफरेंट. अरे वाह रे वाह, सबसे पहले युक्ति जैन और मुक्ता व्यास ने बताया. चलो लिखो. सो दीज आर सम ओपनिंग एंट्रीज. 1 अप्रैल, करेक्ट है. देन नेक्स्ट वन, नाउ थिंक. Now next one, when you purchase debenture, suppose you purchase debentures to bank, purchase, investment. So first, where you are going to write beta? Face value. In face value, you will write A. B, you are going to calculate interest. C, suppose if it is cost X interest, then don't deduct interest, and if come interest, then deduct interest minus. And D is last column, and it is always at X interest. X interest or come interest is given in the question. X means excluding interest. Come means, yes, including interest. But I will tell you how to calculate interest. Mr. Miss Pal, don't worry. Next one. Now beta, company will pay us interest. So whenever we are receiving any interest by bank, receive interest. But don't write anything in face value column, write only in interest column. So this is a pro forma. So whenever you are receiving any interest, so by bank. So 30th September, or might be 31st March, or might be 30th June, or might be 31st December. Receive interest. Next one. Whenever you are selling your investment, whenever you are selling your investment, sold, then again you will do that calculation. A, B, C, D. Face value mein you are going to write the amount. B, you are going to write the amount of interest. C, you are going to calculate come interest or X interest. And D is always at X interest. So that I will tell you. Those students who already watch my debenture session, they will find it very easy. Those students who have not yet watched my investment chapter, wait, have patience. You are going to understand it. Don't worry. And whenever you are selling to loss, to profit on the debit side, and if loss is there, we will write it on the credit side. And for that, you will always need working note. Working note, why? I will tell you. Whenever you are selling your investment, you have to calculate it loss or profit. And finally, by balance carried down or by interest receivable. And this is all for ABCD. By balance carried down and by interest receivable. You got this concept? Yes, beta. I know. First, recall this pro forma. Yes, everyone, please recall it. To balance brought down, to interest receivable, to bank, to by bank if interest received, by bank if sold, by loss and to profit, and finally by balance carried down and by interest receivable. This is a pro forma. I'm going to explain one problem. You will find it very easy. But before understanding it, I will take one problem. You just have to recall this pro forma. Okay. So first recall this pro forma and try to solve. Try to solve. Yes. I will tell you the question number. Question number for debentures. Yes. TYK number 3. Just try, just watch all these adjustments, whether debit or credit, and I'm giving you exactly 5 to 7 minutes to think on this question. Okay. So exactly 10 minutes, you watch this question. I'm not going to take it directly. You first try to understand it in this concept form. I'm giving you exactly 10 minutes to recall your pro forma and then go through this TYK number 3, page number 9.37 page. Okay. And everyone, please don't ignore this timing. This is for your benefit. Whatever you are getting, you can write it on rough page, that face value, interest, cost, whatever the concept, by looking into dates. Okay. Chalo, start. You have exactly, I'm meeting you after exactly 10 minutes. So by recalling this pro forma, try to solve it on rough page. And then I will tell you how to solve it. Taken a pro forma. Chalo, fast, do it. बेटा रेवती जी, nominal value means face value. Revati ji, whenever I am taking news topic, it is actually uploaded in on the schedule of ICI. Yes, coming classes uploaded on these our board of studies app is there, na beta? Yes. So remember, normally I have to follow that schedule only, and those problems which left, I will give it in the recorded one. Chalo. Muzaffar Ali ji, I got your answer and your query. So don't worry, beta. On the same app, you can ask me questions. Yes, now it's almost 9:52. So how to solve this question? Yes, anyone. Chalo, beta. Now I will tell you. See the following information. Beta, have you tried this question? No. थोड़ा ही किया आपने, कोई बात नहीं. आज प्रथम जी है हमारे साथ, बहुत दूर से आए हैं, नेक्स्ट बिल्डिंग से. The following information is presented by Mr. Z. Please now understand first and then write it. Relating to his holding. चलो चलो बस हो गया, बस टिक टिकी जी जाइए आप. Yes. Relating to his holding in 9% central government bonds. Opening balance, debit. Now this is face value, 1,20,000. And cost is 1,18,000. Wait. Now see below, interest dates are 30th September and 31st March. But balance sheet date is 31st December. What does it mean? It means balance sheet date and interest received date are different. So opening receivable. Okay. So write down over there. Balance sheet date and interest receipt date are same or different, beta? Are different. Therefore, opening receivable and closing receivable. देखो बेटा, यदि बैलेंस शीट डेट और इंटरेस्ट डेट आर डिफरेंट होंगे, बैलेंस शीट डेट क्या थी? बैलेंस शीट डेट है 31 दिसंबर एंड इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड की डेट क्या है? 30 सितंबर और 31 मार्च. सो बेटा क्या हुआ? यस, समझ में आया? ओके. ओपनिंग बैलेंस 1,20,000, cost is 1,18,000. Now beta, this is 1st March. First, what you have to understand, first is a sequence. Any problem, I start with sequence. Yes, you can write this sequence and you can then after that, you can tell me answer. So what is the date? First date is beta and event. What is date beta? 1/3. No, not purchase. 1st January. 1st January beta, opening date. What is the face value? Rupees 1,20,000. And what is cost? 1,18,000. Cost and opening date. So beta, interest receivable. Interest receivable. What is interest receivable date beta? From 1st Jan to 31st sorry. Last interest when he paid? Last interest on 30th September. So 1st October से मिला ही नहीं ना हमें इंटरेस्ट. अप टू 31st December is opening interest receivable. Correct है? ओपनिंग इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल कहां से कहां तक आएगा? लास्ट ईयर का अक्टूबर टू 31st December. हाउ मेनी मंथ्स बेटा? 3 months. You got this sequence? Please note down this sequence, every one of you. Opening date, face value, rupees, cost, interest receivable, 1st October to 31st December. I'm going to give you one problem for your own solving. I'm taking one problem and you are going to solve one more problem based on this concept. Okay? Yes, beta. 1st March Jan ke baad, next date. Next date is 1st March. Purchases. How many units? 200 units. And what is X interest? 98. Now tell me. Now, last holder ko, so we purchase from him. When he got the interest, last holder, he got the interest on 30th September, last holder. So he will ask you interest from 1st October to 20th Feb, October, November, December, January, February. How many months? 5 months. So beta, we will purchase debentures, but at the same time, we have to pay interest. Last holder ko pay karna padega. Now you got this concept. Very good. So pay 5 months ka interest. Next date. Now what is next date, beta? 1/7. Wait. But before that, you have 31st of March. What is 31st of March? Hidden. We will receive interest. 1,20,000 plus beta 200 units ka 20,000. 1,20,000 which is on opening plus 20,000. So total interest on 1,40,000. For how many months? For 6 months. Beta, company will pay us from 1st October to 31st of March. Remember, कंपनी जो होती है वो हमें पूरे 6 महीने का इंटरेस्ट देती है. आपने कब खरीदा, कंपनी को कोई लेना देना नहीं है. पर देखिए, आपने 6 महीने का इंटरेस्ट मिला, सामने वाले को 5 महीने का इंटरेस्ट दिया, मतलब आपने एग्जैक्टली 1 महीने का इंटरेस्ट कमाया. ओनली मार्च मंथ. बट वेदर यू आर रिकॉर्डिंग डायरेक्टली 1 month और 5 months and 6 months. 5 months and 6 months. You can't record income directly for 1 month. First, you have to pass entry for payment of interest of 5 months and then receipt of 6 months. Net effect of 1 month, beta. Net effect of 1 month. Now you got this concept. Very easy. So sequence is very important. Now next date. Tell me next date. 1/7. Okay. 1/7 you sold. Yes. How many months ka debenture? 500 units. So beta pehle kitne units the? 1200 units na. 1,20,000 means 1200 units. Then you bought 200 units. So you are having 1400 units. Out of that you sold 500 units, 500 units. What is the price? X interest rupees 100 na. Original holding is to confuse us. FIFO method. So they ask you for FIFO method. Okay. So method is given in the question. So sold 500 units X interest. When you sold it, beta. So now when we are selling our debenture, so we must receive interest. Receive interest. when we purchase, we paid. And when we sold, we will collect from that buyer. So when you purchase, you have to pay interest to the last holder. And now we are the holder and we are selling. So we will definitely demand for interest. For how many months, beta? For why? For 1st April, beta, you are making mistake. 30th June, don't consider July. So Pratham is considering July month. फालतू mistake. बहुत फालतू mistake. 3 months. Okay. So receive interest for 3 months. And now see. Previously you have 1200 lot number 1. Lot 1, 1200 units. Are lot 2, 200 units. And from lot 1 you sold 500. So you left with 700. Lot 1 में से 700. First of July. अरे करेक्ट है के? Very good, Pratham. Very good. Now next date, Pratham. Next date. 110. Wait. Wrong answer. हाँ जी बेटा. 30th September. Hidden entry. Hidden entry for receive interest. For how many months? For 6 months. From 1st April to 30th September. How many debentures you have? 900 units into rupees face value 100. So 90,000. કેમ છો? મજામાં. 30th September. Receive interest for 6 months. Hidden entry. And now 30th September over. Now what is the next date, beta? Yes, you are getting it now. Pratham now. 110. 110, what happened? Purchase 150 units. Lot number 3. At what price? Now beta, come interest rupees 98. When you purchase, you have to pay interest or you will receive interest? Pay interest, but beta, it is very next day. So interest for 0 day. 0 month, not day. 1 day. नहीं तो प्रथम एक दिन का calculate करेगा. 0 month. Why? Because last interest paid on 30th September and on very next day you bought it. So no interest. What is next date? 111. 111, beta, what happened? Sold. How many units? 300 units. X interest at 99. Now beta, sold 300 units. Now tell me whether you are going to receive interest or pay interest. Receive interest. For how many months? Yes. 1st October to 31st October. How many months, beta? 1 month. 1 month, beta. 1 month. Okay. So lot 1 में से बेचेगा ना अभी. Lot 1 कितना बाकी था? Lot 1 is of 700 units. Out of that you sold 300. So बचा 400. Lot 2 200. And lot 3 150. And now last one, 31st December, closing balance. And now interest receivable closing. Why beta interest receivable closing? Because accrual concept. Very good. Now this is red pen again. 400 plus 200 plus 150. 750 units into rupees 100. And for how many months? 1st October to 31st December. We are closing this 3 months over. And once you got this interest sequence of these transactions, yes, beta, problem is very easy. Just understand the sequence. So once again, revision. See. Yes. Now, are you getting this concept? Every one of you now, please give it in the comment section. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Sequence easy. बेटा सीक्वेंस से इजी हो गया क्या? Miss Teja is asking Kemcho. Kemcho means how are you? Majama means yes, good. Yes. Beta, just see the sequence. 1st Jan and try to get number of months. Beta, in exam, sir, are you going to write sequence? No, sir. I'm going to teach you. On question itself, I will tell you how to write it. In next question, I will tell you the shortcut, but this is understanding. Sequence is understanding. So I'm not telling you directly on question. This is understanding and how to use shortcut. Yes, beta, I will be there. Don't worry. Chalo, समझा या नहीं समझा? Super easy. Very good. Very good. Very good. Are sequence is nothing but interest receivable, beta, everything. If you understood the sequence, nothing is difficult in this question. इससे इजी मैं नहीं कर सकता. प्रथम इजी है. ओके. चलो, can I write it now? Yes. See, please now, please beta, have you written all of you? अभी हमें just think and then take a screenshot. Don't solve it now. You just calculate it. You just calculate it one by one. Now, whether there is need to read the question once again. Everything is written, beta. हाँ या ना? ए छोरे. चलो. छोरा बोल रहा है यस सर बहुत इजी है. Which TY के बेटा? TY के नंबर 333. TY के 3 क्या है सर? क्या है? यस बेटा विदाउट फिगर इच लिखना है. हाँ चलो सीक्वेंस. 1st डे. चलो वापस से एक बार. 1st डे in sequence. Opening date. Yes. What I'm going to write? Don't write anything. What I'm going to write, beta? 1st Jan. To balance brought down. What is the face value? 1,20,000. Very good. And what is the cost? 1,18,000. To interest receivable. To interest receivable. 1,20,000 into 9% into 3/12. Yes, beta. 2,700 red pen. Correct, che? Please don't write it. Understand it. Anything difficult now? No. Second one. Now, what is the next date? 1st March. Correct, che beta? 1st March. 1st March को कितने यूनिट्स परचेस किए? 200 यूनिट्स. ओके सर, राइटिंग. 1st March. to bank. 200 units means 20,000 बेटा. 100 से multiply किया 200 into 100. How many months interest that you have to pay beta? So ABCD. First March to bank. A I'm going to write it in face value column. 20,000. How many months beta? 20,000 into 9%. We calculated na. October to, yes, 5 months. Have you written it? Yes, 5 months. So into 5 by 12. Tell me the answer. $750 is correct, na? But I don't know exactly whether Pratham is calculating it correctly or not. Just having trust on Pratham every time. 750 is correct, बेटो. ऐसा तो मुझे लग रहा है, मैं कैलकुलेट नहीं कर रहा हूं. Yes, everyone, 750 प्रथम पे भरोसा रखो ना. Yes, sir. And बेटा, at what price they have purchased it? Yes, tell me. At rupees 98. So inner column beta I am going to write 200 into 98. But beta this is X interest. So can I deduct interest once again or it is already excluded? Interest minus 750. If it is cum interest then I will deduct it. But if it is X interest, यदि ये X interest है तो वापस deduct नहीं करना है बेटा, already excluding interest है. So 200 into 98 कितने पे मैं record करेगा? करना 200 into 98, 19,600. Are you getting it this now? Very simple. So बेटा if it is कम इंटरेस्ट, क्योंकि प्रथम ने पिछला टॉपिक नहीं किया था, फिर भी उसको ध्यान में आ रहा है. सो ए किसमें लिखेगा बेटा प्रथम? तू ए फेस वैल्यू, अरे बोल ना, फेस वैल्यू. बी इंटरेस्ट. सी इनर साइड एंड डी कॉस्ट कॉलम. एंड कॉस्ट इज ऑलवेज शोन एट एक्स इंटरेस्ट. And suppose cum interest is given, then you have to deduct that 750. If come in the inner side, you have to calculate it. Inner side C and then D. Easy che. Okay. प्रथम ने लास्ट सेशन किया नहीं ना, इसलिए थोड़ा मुश्किल जा रहा है उसको. बट जब तक हूं मैं, यस बेटा, डरने की जरूरत नहीं है बेटा. सीक्वेंस लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. यस बेटा, सबने लिखा है, हमें आया सर. रेखा पूछ रही है कल पुणे ब्रांच की पिकनिक जा रही क्या? हाँ बेटा जा रही है. यस एवरीवन इज सेइंग यस. समझा? नो बेटा, देयर इज, बबली जी सीक्वेंस लिखने की जरूरत क्या है? मैं बताता ना आपको, शॉर्टकट आई विल टेल यू, डोंट वरी. इन एग्जाम डोंट राइट दिस सीक्वेंस बेटा, इतना टाइम नहीं होता है एग्जाम में. I will tell you the shortcut. It is only for you are doing it for the first time. अरे बेटा, it's like you are learning cycle for the first time. तो बाजू में वो साइकिल के जो 2 ये रहते हैं ना, हाँ, वो 2 टायर के बाजू में छोटे छोटे टायर्स रहते हैं, वो क्या रहते हैं वो पता नहीं मुझे. और उसके बाद बेटा वो सपोर्टिंग है. सिमिलरली संकेत सर इज देयर ओनली टू सपोर्ट यू. ही विल गाइड यू. बट आफ्टर, यस, आई विल टेल यू द शॉर्टकट, बट फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड बेसिक सीक्वेंस. चलो, साइड व्हील. हाँ बेटा, साइड व्हील. वेरी गुड. Next one. चलो आगे जाते हैं, थोड़ा टेंशन का काम हो गया था. हाँ, 1st March over बेटा, 1st March over. Then what is the next date? 31st March. Hidden date ना. कितने के ऊपर इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा? यू विल गेट इंटरेस्ट ऑन 6 months फॉर 1,40,000. यस बेटा. सो नेक्स्ट डेट. यस, रेड पेन. 31st March. अरे बाय बैंक. टेल मी. Buy bank on amount is 1,40,000 into 9% into 6/12. Yes, beta. 6300. Buy bank. Don't write anything in the face value column, my friend. And don't write anything in the cost column also. You just have to calculate 6,300 over. So next sequence is over. So for 31st March over. Now beta, very, very important. Sales. Sold. Sold. So which date beta? 1/7. By bank. Yes, what is the face value? Hey, what is the face value? Face value. 500 into 100. 50,000. 50,000 na. How many months? So this is A. B. B is beta 50,000 into इतना निकाला था हमने. Yes, how many months? Last interest to this interest 3 months. April, May, June na. 50,000 into 9% into 3/12. What is the amount? 1125. But X interest or come interest? Nothing is given na. X interest. X interest. X interest. So 500 into 100. C. Should I deduct 1125? No, because it is X interest, no come interest. And D. 50,000. Wait. But whenever you are selling it, you have to calculate profit or loss. And for that, this is the pro forma. Profit on sale. Profit on sale of bond. Profit on sale of bond. Roman 1. Sales value. Sales value beta. Computation column. As above. So what we have calculated beta? Amount is 50,000 निकाला था ना. As above 50,000. X interest column. Face value nahi. This is X interest. And Roman 2. Cost of sales. Cost of sales. Now beta, it is purchase 1,18,000. First in, first out na. For 1,200 debentures. 1,18,000 is a cost for how many debentures beta? 1,200. 1,20,000 is a face value. And how many debentures you are selling? 500. So for first in, first out. So 1,18,000 debentures numbers are 1,200. Face value. You have two calculations. You can divide by 1,20,000 and then multiplied by 50,000, or divide by numbers and multiplied by numbers. So you have one more option. आपके पास और एक option है. You will get the same answer. 1,18,000 face value कितनी बेटा? 1,20,000. तो 50 के लिए कितना? Yes, tell me. 49,167. So what is the profit beta? Profit શું છે? 1 minus 2. 83,833. So beta, this is a profit because cost is less. And 833 is a profit. And as this is a profit, we are going to record it on the debit side. To profit on sale. Working note number 1 dash 833 in cost column. Next one. Now what is as per sequence? Tell me. Which is the next date beta? Yes, 1/7 over. 30th September. One more interest date. One more interest date. So this is, yes beta, 30th September. Hidden entry by bank. Now how many debentures you have? See, starting में 120 plus 20 minus 50, 140 minus 50, 90, and 90,000 into 9% into 6 by 12, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, how much beta? 40. Should I write it in face value column? No. Should I write it in the cost column? No. Sir, I will write it in the interest column. Okay, beta. Okay. Okay. Next one. Now, what is the next date, beta? 30th September हो गया. 110. 110. You purchase, sir. You purchase. Purchase मतलब कहां पे लिखो बेटा अभी? हाँ जी, डेबिट. चलो डेबिट में लिखो. थोड़े पेशेंस. 110 to bank. How many beta? A. कितने units? 150 means 15,000. Face value 15,000. Interest is 0. So 115 to, what is the cost? 98. Come interest, but come interest is of no use. 98 minus 0. Yes. D. 14,700 over. And now last one. Last. 1st November. और उसके बाद 31st December. Yes, बेटा. 1st November. Buy bank. A, B, C, D. What is A? Face value. 300 into 100. How much? 30,000. Then beta, 30,000 into 9% into अरे लिखा था ना हमने कितने मंथ्स का? 1 month ना? 1 month. 1 by 12. How much? 225. At what price? 300 into 99. X interest or cum interest? So should I deduct 225? No. 29,700. Now what is the profit on sale of this? Working note 2. Sales value. Beta, competition as above. 29,700. Roman 2. Cost of sales. Beta, now same na, from first lot only you sold it. So 1,18,000 divided by how many debentures? 1,200. And how many debentures you sold, beta? 300. So 1,18,000 divided by 1,200 into 300, 29,500. So what is the profit? So profit on the same line, you are going to write it on the debit side, 200. So you are getting it now? To profit, beta, you have to do practice of this. 200. This is working note 2. Profit on sale. And now last one, 31st December. Buy balance carried down. Now last one, 120 plus 20 plus 15. So 120 plus 20 plus 15. 1,55,000. 155 minus 'Beta, how much? Or beta, how much? 50 minus 30. You left with 75,000 ना? लिखा ही था ना हमने 75,000. Yes, yes, yes. So we are on the correct track, beta. 75,000. And what is the cost? E cost શું છે? Cost क्या है? 1,18,000, 19,600 plus 833 plus 14,700 on the debit side plus 200. So 153,333. 153,333. See beta. $153,333. Sorry. Minus 29,700 on the credit side, minus 50,000 on the credit side. 73,633. And beta, on the same side, you are going to receive by interest receivable, na last one. 75,000 into 9% into 3/12. 1,688. And now interest always has a credit balance, na income. So 6,300 income है ना बेटा ये 1125 plus 4050 plus 225 plus 1688. So 13,388. 13,388 minus 2,700 minus 750. 9938. 2 P&L. 9938. Let's check the answer with ICI. Yes. Correct. So beta, we are on the correct track. Yes. Would you like to take screenshot beta? I know it's very lengthy, but we do not have any other option. Yes. A, B, C, D sequence you have to follow and you will get the answer. Are you getting this? Yes. Aditya Grover, CA Inter, both groups cleared, sir. I hope you remember. Yes, beta Aditya, why not? I remembered your name. I cleared both groups recently in first attempt. Because of you, I received job from Global Consulting Firm. Very good. Yes, congratulations, beta. We are lucky that we got you. Yes, beta, congratulations. And this is the second one. Take a screenshot and you can write it afterwards. Easy, che? Yes, break will be there. No beta, profit or loss on purchase never. I tried in given 10 minutes today, mistake थे, फिर आपके explanation के बाद rectify कर लिए, मजा आ गया. Very good, Jargam Rahul ji. Sir, how many marks this question? 16 marks. 12 to 16 marks beta. Timings. Yes, we will do now. We will solve it by using Tick-Tick-G. Yes, we will solve it by using Tick-Tick-G next, tomorrow. Same question we are going to do. See beta, whenever you are doing same question for 3 times, minimum 3 times, then you will, get targets. Okay, so you can achieve your targets. So same problem. First is basic understanding. Second time slowly hota hai. Third time, yes, you use that TKG technique and this is how you can achieve your targets. Yes, बेटा. सर बहुत लेंदी है बेटा, क्या करूं? बेटा सीए कोर्स ही वैसा है, ऐसे ही मिलती है क्या डिग्री? फल मिलने के लिए थोड़ी तो मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी ना बेटा. यस, ऑप्शंस नहीं है आपके पास. बेटा हौसला बुलंद होगा तो ही सक्सेस मिलेगा आपको. तो इतना तो छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चंस आपको करने ही पड़ेंगे. यस, ऐसे ही आपको लग रहा है क्या? नहीं तो अपना छोटा छोटा जंप मारिए, कभी भी उड़ान मत लीजिए फिर आसमान में. नहीं तो क्या आप लोग ऐसे छोटे छोटे काम करते हो तो क्या होगा? ओके, ब्रेक लेना है? चलो ब्रेक के बाद आई एम गिविंग यू टाइम टू सॉल्व. एवरीवन, I will give you time to solve which illustration, similar illustration. So this is Ilu, TYK ka 4 number. Same question hai, same. You can see. But what is the difference? Difference is there. Brokerage is also there, beta. Brokerage. क्या है उसमें? Brokerage. ये तो था debentures. चलो, take a break and we'll meet at 7:30. Thank you. 7 Come to question number 4. Now, beta, I'm giving you simple technique instead of writing on sequence. Now, everyone, please focus. Now, what is the best part of this question? Here, balance sheet date and interest payment dates are same. Dates are same. और बेटा बैलेंस शीट डेट और इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट डेट सेम रहेगा तो क्या होगा? बैलेंस शीट डेट और इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट डेट सेम होगा तो नो ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल एंट्री. ओ सी बेटा 1st April. Whether any opening entry, please write it now. Fast likho. Chalo, because you have to solve it now. I'm going to give you 10 to 15 minutes. Everyone will solve it. Opening balance beta, nominal value 1,20,000 and cost 1,18,000. Now I'm giving you shortcut. 1st July. Beta, when last interest paid? Last interest is 30th September and 31st March. So when last interest is paid beta? 31st March. And you bought it when 1st July. So 1st July को लिया तो कितने मंथ्स का इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा आपको? 3 months. 3 months interest from April to June. Right over there. 3 months. So no need to write now. On question only you are going to write it. Sequence. So first date, 1st April. When you are going to record next transaction? 1st July. Now, 1st July over. How many months का interest beta? हाँ, तो ABCD sequence now you are going to follow. Okay, पहले कितने units थे? 1200 units, lot 1 and 100 debentures beta, lot number 2. Purchase means you are going to pay interest. Next date beta, 1st October आएगा या 30 September आएगा? 30 September. Interest payment date ना? Hidden entry for interest received. How many months beta? 1200 plus 100. 1300 debentures. बोलो. Hmm. 1300 debentures na beta. Now what is next date? 1st October. Sold. 0 months. Interest is important beta. Just interest is important. 0 months. Next date? 1st January. October, November, December. How many months? 3 months. And what is next date? Hidden entries बाद में ना बेटा. 1-2 means October, November, December, January. 4 months sold. And what is next date? 31st March. अच्छा, you purchase means बेटा lot 1 से आएगा ना ये, lot 3 आएगा. And hidden entry for interest received. 1300 plus 200. 1500. 1300 minus 200. 1100. Sold means minus na. Plus 50. 1150 minus 200. 950 आएगा ना लास्ट में. 950, 9,50,000, 950, 95,000 is a closing balance. Easy che? Chalo. So 95,000 will be your closing balance. Brokerage is a new concept now. Now see what is brokerage. Remember, brokerage will be added in when you will add it? When you will add it? Purchase. When you purchase, you have to pay brokerage. And when you are selling, you will deduct because broker will pay some amount. Broker will take some amount. So in case of sale, you have to deduct minus 1%. So whenever you are selling it, you deduct 1%. And this is a new concept, brokerage. So brokerage will be added and brokerage will be deducted. Added in case of purchase and sold ke case mein deducted. 15 minutes. Face value, interest, cost. Though you are, and please keep some lines, okay? And we are going to fair it, but after some time. So I will start the answer within 15 minutes. Everyone has to try. Though you are getting wrong answer, it's okay. You don't worry. Getting wrong answer is okay, but at least get it. So promise me, will solve by your own ABCD sequence. And though you are getting wrong answer, it's okay, beta. I will rectify it. Chalo, start. 15 minutes are sufficient. After 50 minutes, pause. Whenever you are getting wrong answer, rectify it. Chalo, start. 15 minutes. And beta, please solve this question. I'm giving you time only for your benefit. If I tell you everything by using spoon feeding technique, it's of no use. Last 1.5 minute, guys. अंकित गुप्ता का खत्म हुआ, विनोद भाई का खत्म हुआ. वेरी गुड. रफीक भाई नु खत्म थयो. चलो, last 1 minute. यस गाइस, ओवर. बस हो गया, टाइम खत्म. चलो अभी मेरे साथ लिखना. यस, राइट डाउन विथ मी. यस प्रथम, स्टार्ट. चलो, ड्रॉ. फर्स्ट ड्रॉ बेटा, बुक्स ऑफ. यस, ड्रॉ प्रॉपरली ऑन नेक्स्ट पेज. 2 pages आमने सामने के. टेक ऑन 2 pages, प्रॉपरली राइट डाउन. Yes, what you are going to write? Books of. Yes, tell me the name of that person, investor. Mr. Purohit. Yes, Pratham. Investment in which debentures? Investment in what? 9%? No. 8% debentures of P Limited. Just of P Limited. Write down. What are columns? Date, particulars, face value, interest, cost. Date, particulars, face value, interest, cost. Draw it for 3/4 page. Date, particulars, face value, interest, cost, date, particulars, interest and cost. Okay, and look the magic. Oh, it's my original format. Chalo. So tell me, what is the first date, Pratham? 1/4/2001. What is the opening balance? 2 balance brought down. Face value 1,20,000 dash 1,18,000. Can you tell me whether there is any opening interest receivable? ये भी याद नहीं है. अभी तो बताया बैलेंस शीट डेट एंड इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट डेट आर नॉट सेम. नो ओपनिंग इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल बेटा. नो ओपनिंग इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट डेट? 1/7/2001 after one line. What you are going to write? To bank. First in which column? Face value. What is the amount? 10,000. How many months का interest? 10,000 into 8% ना? आपने कैलकुलेट भी नहीं किया क्या पिछली बार? 3/12. 200 rupees. C, inner column. 100 into 98. Wait. Plus brokerage, red pen. Plus 1%. 98 रेड पेन से 9898 इजी छे. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट डेट बेटा? हिडन है ना? 30th September. लाइन बाय लाइन. क्रेडिट साइड रेड पेन 30th September by bank. Yes, are you going to write it anything in face value column? No. Cost column dash. What is the amount? 1300 ना? 1,30,000 into 8% into 6/12. 5,200. Next one. 110,1. Sold हुआ? Sorry. 110 by bank. Sold. How many debentures beta? 200. So 20,000. How many months? 0 na? Dash. 0 month. Inner column 200 into 100. 20,000. Minus come interest or X interest? Oh, sorry. I forgot to deduct brokerage. 19,800. I forgot to deduct brokerage beta. Brokerage. I told you in case of sales, deduct brokerage. Now you got this concept, and whenever you are selling it, write down working note. What is the working note beta? Working note 1, normal pen. Working note 1, profit or sale, profit/loss on sale. And when this sale happens, 110/2001. What is the format beta? Serial number, particulars, computation, rupees. Roman 1, sales value. What are you going to write sales value? As above. थोड़ा तो यार ध्यान रख यार, थोड़ा तो. क्यों ऐसे पागल जैसे कर रहे हैं? थोड़ा तो ध्यान रख के कर. What is the sales value? हाँ बोल ना. 19,800. Roman 2 less cost of sales. FIFO या weighted average method? FIFO. So you will consider first lot 1,18,000. 1,18,000 for how many debentures? 1,200. So you are selling 200. 19. Roman 3, profit 1 minus 2, 133. Now beta profit, debit side, 1st October, to profit, working note 1. What is the profit? 133. Next date, 1/1. Yes, 1/1, 2. To bank. Purchases. How much? 50 means 5,000. 5,000 into 8% into how many months? 3 months. Then inner column 15 to 98. Plus 1%. ब्रोकरेज ऐड करो 4949. ब्रोकरेज ऐड करना भूलते बच्चे. नेक्स्ट डेट 1/2. हिडन कहां से आया बेटा? 1/2. बाय बैंक. सेल किया ना ए 20,000. B 20,000 into 8% na into 4/12. 4 months is correct na? Yes. $533. Inner side 200 into 99 plus बोल रहे 1%. Sale means minus 1%. 19602. And next one, working note 2. Profit oblique loss on sale. 1 कौन सा डेट था? 1/2/2002. यस बेटा बोलो. सीरियल नंबर, पर्टिकुलर्स, कंपटीशन, रुपीस. रोमन 1, सेल्स वैल्यू एज अबाव. कितना आया था? और कितना निकाला आपने? अभी दिखते ही नहीं है यार. 19,602. बोल रहा हूं लीक करके. लेस कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स 1,18,000 डिवाइड बाय 1,200 इंटू कितने बेचे? 200. 19,667 लॉस आया ना मेरे हिसाब से. कितना आया लॉस? 65. हाँ रहने दो ना, उनका लॉस अपने को क्या करना है. बाय लॉस वर्किंग नोट 2 कितना? 65. एंड नाउ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्किंग नोट. 31 मार्च 2002 बेटा. बाय बैंक. बाय बैंक. नाउ यू आर रिसीविंग डिबेंचर्स पे इंटरेस्ट. एक 20 था शुरुआत में, 1200 था, प्लस 100 लिया, प्लस 50 लिया, माइनस 400. कितना आया 95,000 ना, इंटू 8% इंटू 6/12। इतना तो प्रथम करना चाहिए यार, अभी थोड़ा तो इज्जत से कर। बाय बैलेंस कैरिड डाउन, यही डिफरेंस है आप में और बाकी बच्चों में। फिर बोलने को शर्म आती है मुझे। 95,000 लास्ट तक करते रहना चाहिए। कितनी बार, एक बार हो गया, सीए करना है 4-4 बार करना पड़ता है ये सब। $132,980। वेट वेट वेट, ये मत लिखो, इसमें वर्किंग नोट है। अंडरस्टैंड दिस वर्किंग नोट, रेड पेन। क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ डिबेंचर्स, अंडरस्टैंड फर्स्ट। सीरियल नंबर, particulars, computation and rupees। देखो, lower of, as you are aware, like inventory, investment is also recorded at cost or market value, whichever is lower cost। अभी मुझे एक बात बताइए, कॉस्ट जो है, शुरुआत में कितने डिवेंचर्स थे 1200, उसमें से बेचे कितने 200 बेचे, तो बचे कितने पहले लॉट से 800। सो 1200 कितने में खरीदे थे बेटा आपने 1,18,000 डिवाइड बाय 1200, 1,18,000 में खरीदे थे ना, इनटू अभी इसमें 3 लॉट्स है। लॉट 1 1,18,000 डिवाइड बाय 1,200 इंटू 800, 800 बचे ना। लॉट 2 बता कितने खरीदे लॉट 2 में, 100 कितने में खरीदे 100 9898। एंड लॉट 3 50 4949। अरे खरीदाना रे अभी। सो टोटल कितना हुआ चेक करो, 1,18,000 डिवाइड बाय 1200 प्लस इंटू 800 प्लस 9898 प्लस 4949, 93,514। हाँ, एंड रोमन 2 मार्केट वैल्यू। मार्केट वैल्यू बचे कितने डिवेंचर्स अभी 1200, 950 डिवेंचर्स बचे ना आपके, और उसकी क्लोजिंग मार्केट प्राइस गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, यू कैन चेक ऑन द लास्ट लाइन, ये मार्केट वैल्यू है। समझा क्या ये लाइन आपको? यस, सो दिस इज द लास्ट लाइन, 950 इंटू 99, 94,050, and therefore Roman 3 closing balance lower of 1 or 2 93,514। कुछ भी करते हो क्या, whichever is lower 93,514। You can check your balance sheet also, sorry, balancing figure is also that. Plus 65. 132,9,513 you can write here. एंड नाउ पी एंड एल में जाएगा इंटरेस्ट. इंटरेस्ट इज ट्रांसफर टू पी एंड एल. 5,200 plus 533 plus 3,800 minus 300. 9233. This is 9533. Let's check the answer. Our answer is correct. How to check this answer and 95,93513? If it is matching with ICI answer, your answer is tallying. Let's check. मुक्ता बोल रहे सर सेल्फ करने से और समझ में आया. यस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. नाउ I have already sent you 3 times query. Shrijani Sinha ji. Beta, no, beta, I can't read your query. So if you have any query now, now you can ask me questions. Chalo. Now I am ready to take your questions. Yes, beta. You have to do these questions, both questions, by using Tikiji technique. 15 minutes is your target. Better do it in 10 minutes. Try to solve it minimum 2 to 3 times. These are highest level difficult questions of investment in debentures. Equity shares we are going to start in the next session. So today, what you understood? So now my questions to all of you. Now my 5 questions. Now ready for 5 questions? Index, yes, beta. Index, I'm going to write it. Working note number 3, beta. Understand. Closing balance of debentures. You can see it is lower of cost or market value. Now, beta, first lot, kitne debentures ka tha? Can you tell me what is the first lot? It is of 1,200 debentures. And you sold 400 debentures. So you left with 800. So this is a closing balance. Plus lot 2. Whether you sold lot 2? No. So it is as it is. Whether you sold lot 3? No. So as it is. And market value. Now you left with 950. See, 800 plus 100 plus 50. You left with 950 debentures and market value is 99. Whichever is lower, you are going to record. So you are going to record it at 93,514. Yes, beta. So Deepak Goyal मुझे पूछ रहे थे, sir, can you explain this adjustment? So beta, debentures are recorded or even shares closing balance are recorded at cost or NRV, whichever is lower. Yes. Beta, why these problems and redemption of debentures? Beta, see, there are only 2 categories questions. One, opening and closing dates are different from balance sheet date. And then in that case, opening receivable and closing receivable. And second one, no. Now this question is difficult. Why? Because there is a brokerage concept. What is important in this? There is a concept of brokerage. And now you can take a screenshot if you want. And let's check with the ICI answer. Beta, ICI answer ke saath, have you checked it? Let's check with the ICI answer. Yes, it's correct. This time, yes. No reaction. Chalo. स्नेहा दिस टाइम गूगली. श्रीरंजनी बोल रही है इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, why did we take 50,000 as sales value in working note while taking 29,700? क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 में हमने why we take 50,000 as sales value in working note 1? Beta, because working note 1 sales value is 50,000 as above on 1st July and sales value 29,700. So this is a sales value. So we have taken that. सिन्हा जी मुझे समझा ही नहीं आपका क्वेश्चन. सेल्स वैल्यू तो यही आएगा ना 50,000 and 29,700. अभी के इसमें कैसे आया 19,602 and 19,800. This is a sales value and you will deduct cost of acquisition to calculate profit or loss. सिन्हा जी वापस सॉल्व कीजिए, रीवॉच दिस सेशन. देखो बेटा, sales value is given in the question. We have calculated as above. As above means in directly in question we calculated 19,800. See, ABCD technique is really very easy. Otherwise, you have to prepare working notes like ICI. You want to prepare working notes like this? Yes, beta. Or ABCD technique is more comfortable. अगर मार्केट प्राइस कम होती तो रितु हमने वो ले लिया रहता और बैलेंसिंग फिगर P&L में डाल दिया रहता. Suppose, good question. If market value, assume, see, if market value is 93,000, here it is 93,513, correct? So if market value is 90,000, so 3,513, you will write it as by loss as a balancing figure. Our loss is of 3,513. And if it is more, we are not going to record it, whichever is lower. So lower, suppose market value, so you will transfer that difference is P&L, reduction in the value of investment. Okay, so रितु पै का भी आंसर, रितु मालविया जी का भी आंसर हो गया. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. तानिया बोल रही है अंडरस्टूड वेरी वेल. Sir, your shortcuts method is very good, but it requires us to write the question paper, which is not allowed. Yajat, you can do it on question, beta. Sir, आपकी टेक्निक बेस्ट है सर. ABCD. बबली, थैंक यू. पायल बोल रहे ABCD टेक्निक इज गुड. आर्ची, थैंक यू बेटा. ABCD टेक्निक इज बेस्ट टू सॉल्व. तनिष्का भी वही बोल रही है. सर, रेडी फॉर 5 क्वेश्चंस. चलो 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 5 क्वेश्चन. नाउ दिस इज लास्ट 5 minutes. यस बेटा, 5 minutes. टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू लीव यू अर्ली बाय 5 minutes. ठीक है, लास्ट 5 minutes. लास्ट 5 minutes. Everyone, see, first I will recall your all questions and sorry, first I will recall your investment chapter. Beta, so what we have seen today, it is investment in shares or debentures? Debentures. Yes, Pratham. How many columns? चलो fast बताइए. Serial number or date? Date, particulars, face value, interest, cost. सबसे पहले, first what you are going to write? Two balance brought down. And beta, when with two balance brought down, you will write one more extra particulars. Yes, two balance brought down in which column? Debit side, which column? Face value, interest, face value and cost. And when to write in interest column? Yes, if both dates are not same. Now please focus for next 5 minutes. If both dates are not same, you are going to write it in interest column. Correct? So first thing is that if interest receivable, if both dates are not same. So very easy. So by looking into question, you will just identify whether there is balance sheet date and interest payment date are same or not. What is the second thing? Then you will do one by one, two bank. Yes, two bank. What is the technique? How to write it? ABCD. A for face value. B interest. C inner column. Now remember, if come interest, you are going to deduct B. You are going to deduct B. And X interest hoga, to are you going to deduct interest? No. And one more thing, if there is a brokerage, then you will purchase. Only purchase. Purchase is going on. So you will add it. So brokerage, you will add it. And then you will get the D answer. Are you going to calculate profit or loss on purchase? No. Then after that, what is the next date? Normally interest date. Normally interest date. Where are you going to write interest? Opposite side. No. Interest on the opposite side. Yes, by bank. In which column? Interest. Are you going to write anything in face value column? No. Anything in cost column? No. then you will sell. And whenever there is a sale, you will calculate, fill in the blank. Whenever there is a sale, profit or loss, are you going to calculate in purchase? No, you are going to calculate in case of sale. Sale, how to write it? By using which technique? A, B, C, D. A for face value, B for interest, C for inner column. If X interest, are you going to deduct interest? No. If come interest, are you going to deduct interest? Yes. And what about this brokerage? Minus. So minus 1%. And then you will write it in the cost column. So what is the working note 1? Profit public loss on sale and that date. Serial number you will write 1. Then in particulars, what you are going to write? Sales value. Then computation mein as above. From above, cost column you are going to write. Cost column mein jo amount hai, cost column amount you are going to write over here. So वो जानवी कौन मुझे पूछ रही थी? समृद्धि मुझे नहीं, कोई तो पूछ रहा था मुझे. हाँ. And then cost of acquisition, which method we have used? Weighted average or FIFO? FIFO. So you consider that 1,18,000 divided by 1200 into whatever the number of quantity you sold, and that you will calculate. And profit hoga to where to write? Opposite side, that is the debit side, and loss hoga to credit side. Profit on the debit side, loss on the credit side. Very good. And finally, what you are going to write? By balance carried down, and in that also lower of cost or market value. Cost market value given in the question, and cost you have to calculate. Calculation lot 1, lot 2, lot 3, that you are aware now. And after that, you are going to calculate by balance carried down and to P&L. Which column? To P&L? Interest column. And you completed your question. Thankfully, sir understood all these things. Yes, beta. Revision easy che. Teja is saying, I have not solved my doubt, sir. ये क्या पूछना था बेटा? Teja, do my questions are coming to you? Yes, beta. Sir, accrued interest and interest receivable is same or not? Yes, beta, it is same. Accrued interest and interest receivable. Isak पूछ रहा है, sir, in exam as the table format is big, are we allowed to prepare on table sideways? Beta, you can take it on 2 pages or landscape. Instead of taking on landscape, beta, you can take it on normal format, our portrait format, but using our 2 pages. 2 pages is okay. Yes. Anybody can do method, sir. Very good. Sir, please index. Okay. Beta, as Pratham already answered all these my questions. So today, no quiz. We will directly meet in next session by using the technique of investment in shares. Okay. So investment in shares, ये हमारा next technique है. So investment in shares, I hope now you are clear with this concept. My suggestion to all of you, please go through this question once again, those who are not getting ABCD technique. Sip, you have to give 2 hours, months क्यों बोल रहा हूं मैं, 2 hours, and understand. Once you got the technique of ABCD, solve these questions once again. Please इसमें बिल्कुल भी गलतियां मत करना. Calculation mistakes, please don't do any calculation mistake. Don't have any error regarding calculation mistake. Remember, these problems are of 16 or 12 marks questions, and 100% you are going to get 100% marks. So don't skip this chapter in option, though you are finding it lengthy. And understand, when you will have grip on this chapter, when you solve same question minimum 3 times. And next session, please tell me targets, whatever questions of debentures, you go through all these questions of 1 to 10 and solve it. Equity shares in next session. Thank you and good night. Chalo, bye bye.